Hello, everyone. This is Travis Straw, and you're listening to Memory Meets Podcast. I actually started already on the internet, but we're talking about Donald Trump and why he is not doing, he's a younger man would do a better job. I'm just going to say that. Everyone wants to be like, Donald Trump, he's doing a terrible job. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how it is to be president. Do you? Do you guys know how it is to be president of the United States? I don't think so. I don't remember any of you guys being president. But I think there's a large aspect of it. Like when you're running for president, you're like, I'm going to do it. Oh, boy, it's going to be great. And I'm going to tell everyone what I'm going to do. I'm going to change tax reform. I'm going to make the streets safer. And I'm just going to do all the good things. And then, of course, you get into office, and then you talk to the people who've been there, and they're like, dude, I don't think we could do any of that. And they're like, what do you mean? I promised all these people all these things. And how am I not going to do that? Well, because there's a lot of other stuff going on that the other guy didn't do. You see, in the presidency, things roll over like a snowball, and it gets real big. And at this point, like the national debt, it's huge. It's like, oh boy, yeah, I can't do anything that I wanted to do. But I mean, for a 72-year-old man, I'm like, I don't even know if he's like golfing too much, and I'm like, he's 72, they golf a lot, and then it's like he shouldn't be running the country. Absolutely, he shouldn't, but he got there legally, as far as we know so far. He got into the office, and I think at this point, everyone should just stop complaining and be like, oh, Grandpa's running the country. And anything he does, like think of him as a grandpa, it will cease to be shocking to you. It'll be like, oh, Grandpa got on TV and told Kim Jong-un that his button's bigger and he's going to blow him up. And it's like, yeah, because he's 70. Like, dude, that's a long time to be existing. I don't know how much longer he's going to go. I mean, he's rich, so like he'll probably last a long time. But I'm tired of people saying stuff about it. And I'm like, at a certain point, I was in the Air Force, and then I got to see Donald Trump's picture everywhere I went, because that's what happens. The president's picture is on the wall, and there he is just like, with his hair, and like, and everything. And I was just like, this is it. We made it. We did it. Like, the next person that's going to be president is going to be someone even more ridiculous, right? Unless you've been president, you can't understand the stress. No, for real. Devin, that's correct. I totally agree. So Devin said, unless you've been president, you can't understand the stresses. That's why it's so hard to judge. Absolutely. And yet America goes insane. They're just like, ho, you're doing a terrible job. And it's like, okay. It's like if I went up to a scientist that's doing scientist stuff, and I'm like, you're doing that wrong, buddy. Get out of here. You're doing everything wrong. And then he'd be like, you're not even a scientist. I'm like, I don't care. You see me? I got a beard. Got a Star Wars t-shirt on. And that's how that would go. That's how much sense that makes. Like, the Russians, who cares? I don't know. If they tried, they probably did try to get President Trump in there. Yeah, he does. And man, it's so like interesting to see you guys participate. It's actually really cool. Yeah, I mean, so Donald Trump. Like, the more I spent, like, this podcast, I don't think I'll ever talk about it ever again, because I think there's too much coverage on Donald Trump. I think that I can be doing better things with my life. Like, it's like you guys all have a lot of time on your hands. I go on Facebook any point of any day, and it's just like something about Donald Trump. I turn on the TV, something about Donald Trump, and it's like there's a lot of other stuff going on in the world. You know what I mean? There are issues that we could all come together and try to do something about. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep going to my job, and honestly, at this point, I don't know if any president has had any impact on my life. And I know that's crazy to say, But I've lived my life for 30 years now. Good job, Travis. And I I'm not sure if any policy or laws affect my life, but I follow all those because I don't want to go to jail or get in trouble with the law. But I think I don't even know how many presidents I've been alive for. I think maybe a little bit of Bush Senior, Bill Clinton, maybe George W. Bush. I remember him. Everyone was always like really talking a lot of crap. But the reality of the situation, I think, is that every president, like not all of them, no, I don't like what president was the most liked, and even that president had people who hated him because we have a two-party system. And if one of them was a Republican and a president, the Democrats would be like, "Oh, I hate you. You're a piece of crap." And then if one of them a Democrat, the Republicans are going to talk crap. Like we created a system in order to have like absolutely no how to get to my smile. Oh, that's sweet. I don't know. Take it off my face. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh my god. But I don't know. I think I'm about to wrap it up because Donald Trump's an old man and he's running America. He got there because he got there legally. We can't seem to impeach him. Yeah, that's the funny thing. This is someone said if only becoming president had a manual. The crazy thing is it doesn't. Like if a homeless guy got off the street and somehow campaigned America, there's a possibility without any credentials at all, you could become president. Like there's no standards. Like I could run, you could run, like the dude on the side of the street with the sign that says, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna do drugs with this money. He could become president. There's no standards. Is there an age? I know there's an age start, like you have to be like 35 or something. But that's like the only thing. Other than that, it's like you should be involved in politics. You should have this, but it doesn't matter. You can run. You could do it. Actually, everyone should do it. Everyone, all three of you should go out and run for president because there's an old man that's running, and then when he did, it's like anything's possible now. I could become president. I could do whatever I want because Donald Trump basically steamrolled his way to the Oval Office, and then now everyone's trying to complain like they weren't a part of it. Like if you voted, if you participated in this nonsense system of whatever that would get this man in there, it's like then you're part of the issue. Like I'm sorry, that's just the way it is, and that's okay. We all make mistakes. This is just a 4-year mistake that we all have to just now. Everyone should calm down and also, if you were president and then you're like, I'm going to do good, and then literally every moment of every day, the whole United States was crapping on you, do you think you'd do a better job or a worse job with no one supporting you? Probably a worse job. Not that he cares, he's 72. But if he does, if before he goes to sleep, he goes and talks to his wife. He's like, I wish people would support me. I'm just trying to have a better America. I think we just need to shut up about Donald Trump. Let the president do whatever. If he leads us into apocalypse and we all die, it's our fault. It's a people system, like unfortunately with our things that we all support for some reason. So, anyone else? You guys have anything else you want me to talk about before I wrap this up? Waiting for the... Oh, there's 4 people now. Oh, it's really stacking up. We're talking about Donald Trump for anyone who didn't know that. Does anyone want me to talk about... Oh, aliens. What about aliens? What do you want me to talk about aliens? I don't know how long I've been recording for, but I guess we could talk a little bit about aliens. I like aliens. What do you guys want me to talk about aliens? Like space aliens. Okay. So, not immigrants then. Your views on space aliens. So, interesting fact. Do you guys know mountain base called Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Station. Are you aware of this? I actually got the privilege of working there, and our job, you can Google, because, I can't say, but my views on aliens, and this is just as relevant as talking about the president right now, so this is a lot more fun. My thoughts about aliens are, I don't care. Actually, I wish that they would just come down. Like, whether they do, I don't sit and like philosophize about, do aliens exist? Are they in space? I literally don't care. I don't think about space ever. Because the minute I start thinking about space, I'm like, oh no. Because it's huge. Like, do you realize at any point in time, like right now, an asteroid could be barreling towards Earth, and all the governments combined are like, we shouldn't tell anyone. That everyone would really freak out that they're about to die. And then we just die. That scares me. Aliens, sure. If they showed up, awesome. If they were like, we're going to screw you up, cool. Like, I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about it. Is it fantastical? Sure. I worked at Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Station. But, in the movie War Games, that was Cheyenne Mountain. In Stargate, they kept the Stargate at Cheyenne Mountain. Independence Day 2, they went to Cheyenne Mountain for refuge or whatever. But anyways, aliens, I don't think so. I don't think they exist. That'd be cool, like if they showed up. But I have so much stuff to worry about on Earth that I rarely am just like, oh, man, aliens. What? I wonder what's going on there. And that's what I have to say about aliens. Okay, I'm going to open up the floor to one more question if you guys want one more. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up here. One more question for Travis from Memory Meat. Nothing? No one? Come on. Give me something good here. Well, I'll do this for you guys real quick. I did this earlier. All right, give me a question now. Do it. Thoughts on religion, if that's not pushing it. No, it's cool. So religion, what aspects though? Like my personal thoughts on religion, or just like religion? Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Personal. Okay. So I was born in a Christian home. So I was raised Christian. And then when I was like really involved, I was in the worship band, and then I was a counselor at like youth group and everything like that. But as I got older, I slowly saw corruption within church. Like, I think like any religion, and in this case, Christianity, I think that the teachings are solid. Like, Jesus is like, hey, I'm a cool guy. I accept everyone, hey, there's a party, we ran out of wine, boop, here's some more wine. Like, this guy hung out with hookers and degenerates and everything, but he never judged anyone, and he tried to love everyone as much as he could and showed them the way to happiness. And I think that's solid. I think a lot of people should just go forth and be good to each other, be excellent to each other. And then, but humans, of course, I think are the error in any situation. And they take religion and use it to judge people harshly, and they use it to not do certain things and judge people even more for that. Religion at its core is something I think that people created to kind of deal with death. And I think in my life, like, I live a somewhat spiritual life now. Like, I'm not like, just talking about religion. I don't talk about religion a lot. But to me, I believe, just for me, that like I'm following some kind of like path that's put before me, and I feel like I'm doing something that matters. But that's only because, I think I just need to feel that. And I think if you could find that sense of purpose through anything, that it's important. So religious people, I don't care. Like, you do whatever you want. Like, be whoever you want to be. But like, when you start using it as a weapon against people, that's when it's like, that's screwed up. Don't do that. Like, we all have enough to worry about. One thing being Donald Trump, or if they're aliens, or like, oh man, like, is North Korea going to successfully shoot a missile at us and all this stuff. So I mean, like, with all of that, I think it's good to find your own home, whether it be in religion or meditation or Buddhism or anything. It's good to just find peace and realize that the best thing you can do is go out and try and be that good person and ask people how they are, and like, just love people to the extent you can, that you're comfortable with, because there's not enough of that going around. There's plenty of selfish and fear, so like just being selfish and scared of everyone. But if you could be brave enough to just go out and help people, then I would encourage all you guys to do that. Like, in fact, today, if you could just go out and be randomly nice to someone, or like see someone who's struggling, because you could see it when someone's like and then going and then be like, hey man, what's going on? Why are you sobbing on the train? But I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching this thing, and I hope you'll come back next time. I'll probably do it tomorrow at the same time. We talked about Donald Trump being an old man running the country. We talked about aliens, and we talked about religion. If you guys can, just try to share this whole thing and help me get my audience larger and everything, and that'd be awesome. Thanks, meatheads. I'm Travis Straw, and this is Memory Meat.